The problem with Kittensneeze. Now, Kittensneeze is a content creator around 500,000 subscribers on YouTube and around 1 million on TikTok. I'm not even going to bother looking at Twitch and whatnot because I'm really sick right now. If you cannot tell from my voice, that's just a little warning. But last year I made a short 3-minute video on why Kittensneeze, real name Fran and now name Robin, was a racist. I found out about it as I used to follow them and thought, man, I want to support them. Let's go check out if they have a Twitter. And I searched them up on that. And then I found out there was tons of allegations about them. And we're just going to, dive headfirst into that shit. And, well, I'm going to go back more in depth. I'm going to do a rebound, you know what I'm saying? And, go more in depth about the Kittensneeze drama and allegations. Now, let's begin, lads. Number 1, racism. Now, these screenshots that I'm going to provide here, that were made in 2021, it shows that Kittensneeze was a fucking racist, and her saying the N-word. Now, obviously, her excuse for saying the N-word in said screenshot was that she was allowed to say it because her friend, who was mixed, who is called Mocha. Now, Kittensneeze says that Mocha is mixed but is black. I don't really know what she meant by that, not gonna lie. But Mocha was okay with her saying the N-word and was saying with the N-word. Problem is that she said it in a group chat with another guy who was obviously confused when she said the N-word and was like, hold up, wait a minute, is this person that I knew for a little bit a racist? And obviously shared it with the server. Now, she did apologize for this, but my problem is that you can only really say it when you are around the people who are comfortable with you saying it. In this case, Mocha. But the problem is that she could only have said it if it was her and Mocha. Now, I'll be brutally honest. While this situation of her saying the N-word was bad, she did apologize for it, so I'll give her props on that. But then there's shit like this. This character is her OC, which she uses to present herself in her videos. She also used said OC as a base design for other designs, such as her furry self and her has-been a hotel self, or hell of a boss self. So, she never apologized for this, by the way, and her excuse was that was an old image. The evidence was shown in 2021, but even then, that was never even proven to be true if it was an old image by 2021 standards. And even if it was an old image, why make this and why even publish it? Like, at that rate, you're just trying to get caught. Number 2, fake apologies. Now, in these screenshots, it seems like whenever Kittensneeze ever gets called out on her wrongdoing, she tends to become the victim and gives them fake apologies to then gaslight them and then call them groomers, rapists, and being toxic with no evidence whatsoever, ironically making her the abuser. This conversation here is Fran apologizing about an account that was named after personally attacking one of Pepperoni's friends. I see Pepperoni was the original user who posted these photos. Now, I do not know whether it was one of Pepperoni's friends or if Pepperoni is just reposting these photos that were not even made by them in the first place to gain traction that Kittensneeze was actually an awful puben piece of shit. Now, the thing is, I don't know if it was Pepperoni's friends that got attacked by Kittensneeze or someone that Pepperoni knew or someone that, if it was just another person that made these photos and their friend got attacked by Kittensneeze. But for the sake of this, we'll just say that it had no correlation to Pepperoni at all, and it was not Pepperoni's friends or even them. Now, it's just some random guy who made these photos and shared them around. Now, in the screenshot, it was said that it was either Kittensneeze who made the account or one of her friends. It said that she keeps trying to make them feel bad for something she or her toxic friends did. In short, she's gaslighting the victim into thinking it's their fault, which basically proves our previous point of her being the abuser. Number 3. Lying. Kittensneeze was highly against the ACAB movement, which stands for All Cops Are Bastards, before the BLM movement in 2020, but then suddenly switched sides after the riots and protests that happened in May to June 2020. Now, I'm going to be honest, this alone is not a strong argument. Anybody can change their opinion, especially after what happened in 2020. But it's worth bringing up, seeing as how Kittensneeze is shown to support BLM in her bios, yet said the N-word multiple times. Why support BLM if you're constantly saying a word which degrades and dehumanizes black people? This pretty much makes her statements an oxymoron. Now, this is where the trigger warning comes in. So, this is like a warning. I'll put up the time here if you don't want to learn about this. It's like a trigger warning of SA. If you don't like this segment, please skip this part. I'll put like a time here, which shows like where you can skip it to. All right, you still here? Let's go. Now, Twitter user BugBrainsTV has released a tweet back in 2021 November where they state that Kittensneeze lied to them on multiple occasions and then pressured them to put their SA story on blast to Kittensneeze's huge following, only to use it as a way to get pity for her own argument. She then proceeds to lie to BugBrains friends and people that even BugBrains didn't know about, and then proceed to hide this from them. She then proceeded to remain friends with BugBrains after BugBrains thinking she wasn't even friends with them anymore, and even set up BugBrains with another person, potentially leading to that person having a similar fate to BugBrains. Now this is beyond fucked up for multiple reasons. Kittensneeze lied to a victim of sexual assault and to make pity for her own argument so that she can put it on blast to a huge following. Making use of someone's tragedy to boost your own popularity is fucked up. What's more fucked up is the fact that you remained friends with BugBrains' rapist after they were confirmed as a rapist, and then decided to think, oh man, my friend who is a known rapist and sexual assaulter isn't going to get any girls lately. Man, he's getting no bitches. You know how I should do this, all this? You know how I should do this, all this? I should pair him up with another girl and just hope that it doesn't end the same way, and hope that the girl does not end up like BugBrains and also get sexually assaulted and also get raped. And then I don't understand on this. And then you lied to the victim. You lied to the original victim. You lied to BugBrains about everything, and then hooked up their rapist with another girl. I don't understand how the fuck you got away with this. I don't understand how Kittensneeze could set up another rapist. I don't understand how Kittensneeze can set up their friend who is a known rapist with another girl. Hell, I'm surprised they're still friends with them after they were known for raping a person. That's fucked up. And like, I don't understand how this even works. What is going on through your head to think, man, this is my friend who's a rapist, let's get him another girl, just so that he doesn't get made fun of for being bitchless. Like Kittensneeze, you are responsible for whatever happened in that situation when you hooked them up with another girl. Like, you are responsible for that because you knew the risk and you still did it anyway. I don't know what happened, but if something did happen in that relationship, you're responsible for it. Weird stuff. Now, there's a video on her TikTok, which has now been deleted, where it's her basically saying to a Splatoon character, my jugs.
My jugs! My areolas! What?
Which is obviously talking about the Splatoon character's boobs. Now, I get this is meant to be a joke, but this is kind of weird, seeing as canonically the Splatoon characters are 14. Like, why would you say this in a game where the character you are playing as is a minor? Like, this is some hella pedo-ish behavior, I can't even lie. There's also, like, way more apparently about her accusing Jake Neutron of being a groomer, which also ties in with our previous point of false accusations. Not to mention, Kittensneeze is now a hell of a boss animator. There is proof of her animating some scenes in the show. Let's not forget that Hazbin Hotel has been confirmed for 2 whole seasons. So there is a big chance that Kittensneeze is also going to work on that too. Let's not forget that Vivzy Pop has been through some drama as well. Actually, how did Kittensneeze get hired in the first place? I thought they did background checks on employees before they get hired. They would have probably seen the past drama Kittensneeze was in if they did like some internet checking thing. Now, I'm not going to blame Vivzy Pop for hiring Kittensneeze, as Vivzy Pop was probably never in the recruitment process at all and had other people to do that for them. But the fact that they never did background checks and never checked their internet footprint is weird. Because if they did, they probably would have never hired Kittensneeze in the first place. Now, I'm going to be honest, this whole case reminds me of something this time last year, where another animator, who was Australian and also was in a relationship with a guy, I can't remember his name, was it Pyro? It was something from Team Fortress 2. And they broke up, and then there was another person who was, I think, a duck, or maybe a chicken, who outed them out, where it was seen that they got caught about false accusations, calling people the N-word, abusing people mentally, and lied, and then said some weird shit about minors. Yeah, it's all probably a coincidence, though. Now, I'm gonna do some predicting here like I'm Fabrizio Romano, 90 plus absolute masterclass predicting, and say that I think Kittensneeze is probably doing some fucked up shit as I'm speaking right now. Behind the scenes, they're probably doing some messed up and fucked up shit right now, and sooner or later that's gonna come out. So I'm making this video now in case that does happen, and even if it doesn't, sooner or later someone will find out about this entire thing that I made. Well, now that you've seen this video, I hope you can share this and spread awareness about the fucked up shit Kittensneeze has done. And hopefully we can get them cancelled and fight off of Hell of a Boss, because they do not deserve a platform after everything they've done. So spread the word, and maybe we can get Vivzy Pop in on this and tell about everything and get Kittensneeze fired once and for all. Because they don't deserve all this drama. But until then, I will see you all next time.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.